try and clear out through it. And look at that, even just going quite fast off the rip here.
Players here.
A lot of players anchoring and they're wading right into it. There was no push or pull, waiting for it. A lot of the util going missing, but right into the firing line, and it's absolutely flawless.
Forced into A. It's such a weird round.
This is all over the place, but Cryo is that backstab right now. Waits it out, doesn't get a kill. Dash to the side, trying to survive. keznit low enough, spraying it through. It's not the cleanest in the world, but it does get the job done.
It's a little awkward. Maybe lacking a bit of confidence. Definitely a theme that we'll be returning to, but it's 100 Thieves 3v2 in the post plan. The problem is they don't really know where these players are. DaveeyS with an opportunity.
And a kill found. Now down to that 2-on-2. Nade landing right at the back there of DaveeyS. A double setup towards Hell, dropping down. Melser, there was a flash to accompany it! The util was excellent. The 1-2 punch.
Mid and drone B main. This feels like it's going to be a B split here. Do 100 Thieves have anything to throw KRÜ off?
So re-clearance into mid here, trying to take the fight to it. Flick to the side, not enough for Cryo. He will be traded eventually.
Reasonable by both teams, though. Getting it down into a 4v4, and 100 Thieves are going to try and split catwalk.
Barreling forwards. Melser's close into the corner. One util to clear. Paranoia waiting right through. Melser's still alive, and he claims 3. Rewarded. And they just were not able to clear him out. Stella left with so much to do. And it's insane, just
had some level of predictability. However, we're looking towards Cryo with a Blade Storm. Could be a difference maker.
Moves forwards, can't get the kill. DaveeyS just using his own fragment nade as well. There was no follow-up there because of that prior util. Used it off the Paranoia timing. Dash still active for keznit, but no fight to be taken anytime soon. The dart not being cleared right into the smoke. It's picking them apart. And they just cannot withstand it. It's flawless. One has been stopped in its tracks. And look at that with the dash active. There's no value to be gained from it. Doubled up setup of Melser. NagZ pushing all the way through. keznit just, the man's just untested in mid. Eventually will fall, but guess what? Klaus is also going to be there to pick up any sort of potential pieces. And Derrek doesn't know where to look. The Viper's been dropped down. It feels like pure desperation. With 20 seconds left in the round, what more can you really play for here? And it's just the angle being spammed. Oh, look at that one. The Odin spam. Stella's almost going down from it. Now they want to pop into B, straight through keznit. How's he managed that one? Just tracking perfectly. Heard Cryo dash towards the switch, knew where to be spamming it through. It's up to Bang. What more can he do? Drop down onto the side, 1 kill. Second one found. Still alive in the action. Derrek's got his back. Maybe this is what they need to try and get back into this one, but immediately, look at that, flooding straight through, and the spike, no chance in hell of that one going down. Bang, 26 health, got to do so much in the moment. Down to that one-on-one. Dodge to the side with a fragment nade, needs to kill. Found, and he's done it! Close up there with a knife, but disrespect immediately shown. keznit's getting away with murder, potentially the Hunter's Fury. That's his time to strike. Coverage, though. Okay, pushing him back, but Bang! No way! DaveeyS is there to return the fire. Bang was just trying to follow up on it with all that aggression, but they have managed to at least make their way into the site, but they have to deal with the back of it. The players anchoring. NagZ still there, ready and waiting, maintaining, holding. Flash into the face of Cryo from every single angle. He just can't do anything. KRÜ overwhelming them. Yeah, Bang backs away to the side, still anchoring in these positions. Klaus returning forward. Paranoia is good. It's going to be blinding all of them, but there's a one-way in all of their faces, and nobody can really scale up. There was a snake bite. Their own, in fact, at their feet still. Swarming the site. Couple of upgrades with the rifles now and the weapons, but the spike has to go down, and it will do just that.
30 seconds left.
And this round looking massive.
Available, in fact. DaveeyS could use absolutely everything here and get a lot of value. Fragment nade against the box. That's going to push the common position out as Cryo has to adjust. Flash into the back of the site, but there was no second peek by Melser. Couldn't quite find his way in there, and at this point just opting most likely into saving. Has to be the percentage play. It does mean 100 Thieves will be claiming this round eventually. They'd love to get another rifle out of the hands of Melser for it, and they will do just that. So
potentially to reposition. The flash not comboed with the peek, but just to kind of keep KRÜ back.
Paranoia is good though. Clips all the way through, drops down, NagZ right in their face. Bang, has to hold it down, has to hold the line. As the players are swarming the position, everything's known, drops down, angle watched for, it's a one-on-one. Stella versus DaveeyS. 100 Thieves need to win this one. Time pressure placed onto DaveeyS' shoulders. Doesn't get but he wins the fight regardless. Enough time in the end, potentially stays right down to the wire, 0.49. Paranoia to push them back away once more. Okay, evened out a little bit now into that 4v4. They look like they want to rush right into this one, into that B-split again, but these anchoring players of KRÜ are making it a nightmare. There was a Oma TP being used. They are really just falling apart.
Wait, that's actually a crazy play.
All the way through, player cleaned up, just down to NagZ now.
Bang ulted into the front site, and everybody on KRÜ thought he was in back B.
Yeah, they were using util.
They were using util, they turned their eyes, and NagZ is left in an unwinnable spot. Bang's just played the mind games to get this.
Ring around the roses, KRÜ just running rings around their opponents. Derrek has to be the man of the hour now, anchoring at the back of the site. Stalwart defender. Knows is being approached from this position now. Drop down onto the corner. One shot found. Will he claim the second one? It's that jumping right click. Klaus ends up being favored in it.
Ahead.
3v3, plant goes down. Nobody scanned by the dart that Klaus sent out, as DaveeyS was looking to play aggressive. So this is as straight up as it gets in the retake.
Still a paranoia available for Bang. This could be a massive tool to use. Cleaves all the way through into the site. Two players watched out for. Kills need to be found. No, kills need to be found. How does that happen? DaveeyS working magic with the frenzy. And NagZ with the under 30 seconds in this round, and this setup
30 seconds.
the crossfire. No command ripping its way across here. DaveeyS no abilities to be used to try and push this one back. Dart taken care of though. Pushing forwards. No one clears a corner. And Asuna's there. Bang to follow up. Lovely confidence peak there from Klaus. It's a great return on the fire. Damage! Oh! Hello? Easiest shots in the world just being missed there. The player's just not looking for him. Derrek. They pushing him wide. Close together, needs to win this fight out. Damage is done to DaveeyS, but he doesn't fall. Tagged. Has to take a wider swing. Has to take a wider fight. Down to the side. They are weak. Stella manages to go away. The adjustments. Absolutely.
What?
Reflank of NagZ.
I mean, the recon dart goes into B main, because I think that's where NagZ lurk might be. NagZ is already so far ahead.
Oh, and this timing here. I'm gonna get too much from because the entirety of 100 Thieves is grouped up. Reflash round the side, spraying it down. Keznit still in hell, still causing problems for them. It's got to be clean now. Try and take these fights accurately. NagZ as well, just being that backstab element all the way behind him. No, one is wise to it. Down to the one-on-one. Cryo. No, planted safely, can't quite stick it. On it, tries to win the fight. It's NagZ who secures the round. No command now, just going to be ripping through them. That's Asuna's just to make sure to deny this. But look at this contact.
Here.
All the way up, not making any noise. And it's a double face, a double swing. Maybe with a better gun, there could have been opportunities to be there. Found, but still taking all the space in the world. Keznit leading the charge of the rest of his team.
Headshot.
NagZ on the lurk, perfect. Melser uses his ult, in fact, to avoid the Viper's pit. And Stella has been completely circumvented.
And it just feels inevitable, doesn't it?
It absolutely does. It has been a gorgeous performance today from KRÜ, an absolute dismantling of what 100 Thieves have brought to the table. Running the same comp, and Stella on the Viper, left with a judge in hand.
Judge in hand, it's an impossible scenario. The Hunter's Fury committed to know exactly where he is. And for KRÜ, this has been momentous. Great beginning to their series, and with that one finalized, wrapping it up 13-4 being the scoreline. They are paving the way to a dominant... Corny has a flash in his hands, but they just want to hold this. Andy angles, contacting all the way deep, and everything comes down to the fight. Well, guess what? Trailblazer meeting it! Headshot was found, but no kill claimed, and... Oh, in the blink of an eye, it all falls down. Still flashed up to the side there. There was an attempt from Stella to try and relieve that pressure. He's reflanking through into mid, but
Active as well, as he just sees it all fall apart. But for the rest of 100 Thieves, for Cryo, for Asuna, they did go up A ramp. But
they're going to be pushing them back now. Seconds ticking it down. A lot of damage being done. Another satchel pushing them back, buying even more time, just trying to work their way in. But they want to be going over towards A into ropes. Surrounded now. KRÜ up close. It's exactly where they're going to be favored when they've got this bonus weaponry. The Spectres are ripping them to pieces. They can't stand up to it. Nothing in sight.
Going to be taking a 1v1 in B main at worst against Stellar. And in fact, though, Stellar is trying to take space up in A heaven.
But he's alone doing so, making sure that the angles are watched for. Steadily, slowly. 35 seconds left.
Keznit.
Oh, he sees
just spotted a gun barrel.
Weapon out, sticking to the side as an attempt. Swing, a punish from Bang, potentially now flooding right down. Waterfall, straight into the sightline of Klaus. It's been a key component to a lot of these wins, but it's a heaven all the way to push through into B. No other presence here, the double satchel into the side. Asuna's got so much to do there and gets away with a kill. Maybe opened it up for it with 20 seconds remaining. Timing is everything, and Klaus, while in confidence to take that fight. Bang! High ground angle watched for. Showstopper now going to be utilized. Goes wide all the way. No kill. Claim Keznit's still alive. And guess what? Rattling shot after shot. The Guardian in his hands. Thieves.
There's no time.
No time at all. Right down to nothing. Another round for KRÜ. 5 on the board.
And every player dropping.
Exactly where you
No one into the back of the site. No one into the back of the corner. Trailblazer. Out of our own Cosmic Divide as well. Let's just split this up. There needs to be an attempt to refight through this one because it's blocked them off. Pulls used incredibly early there. No one was tapping that spikes. Lovely flash play. There's 100 Thieves trying to get proactive all the way through, and the stun is good to connect, but a fight not won. Melser tapping it. Doesn't win the second one. Bang. Reclaiming the kill. Flick of the wrist, but Cryo pushes.
But because they read where it was going to be and hit a nice shot.
A lot of disrespect showing though. Keznit's so close to this one. Klaus is covering him. One shot found, vulnerable up into the choke point. The flash is good to try and blind him for but a moment, but it needs to be just some push attempt over it. Derrek's there. Takes the fight to him, and he does trade it, but he's the last player left standing now. To the back of the A. But grouped up. It's the name of the game for KRÜ here. Flash doesn't see anything. Zed too close to the wall, I think. This is giving him false information. He thinks he can stick it. He thinks nobody's there. And KRÜ, of course, they're going to be jumping on that.
A bit rough, but Derrek was still in a 1v3.
Of course, yeah.
I can respect the change well within the system here.
Now we see a fast play. First kill for Asuna. Immediate trade again by Klaus, just as we were crediting him. And he's got his confidence back, pushing forwards. Vulnerable from the snake bite. 3 in a round for him. Widest swing in the world. Let's just see if they can claim anything at all. Spam through the wall though, common enough position, and Bang has lurked his way through. Seekers gonna be distracting them, pushing forwards. It gives information.
And the fact that Bang has not heard anything gives him some idea that they could be spawned.
Comes down to timing.
Watching.
Might be taken. 1 kill.
Last player standing.
And grouped up, so DaveeyS does get that trade-off down to that 1-on-1.
Derrek could be anywhere.
Nade into elbow, and yet Derrek's position here. Will he get cleared? Will he get spotted? Off to the side, a shot whiffs. Out in the open, Derrek needs to win it, and he does. Head on something there, just making sure. Stopped in his tracks still. Fuse running out here, clearing the close corner. Lets it rip, but completely vacated. Now a Cosmic Divide. This will split the side up. Make it just that bit much safer. Nade it to the back. DaveeyS escaping a lot of the damage there, but there's a slight gap that's been opened up. Satchel down into hell, all the way forwards. Every single That's monstrous, and that's what they need.
This round has been lovely from 100 Thieves so far. I really like the way that Stella's called it. The problem is just that it's at round 12. And KRÜ still have a chance on the retake. Can they clear out a ramp? It is so heavy in the post plan for 100 Thieves here. I think it should be devastatingly good for them.
Trying to cover for the fire, trying to cover for this. Stella onto the close corner, on top of the wall as well. The fight's being taken together. This is exactly what 100 Thieves needed, but you can't let this one slip. NagZ. So 1v3, he is low. Not too many bullets left. Jumping spots, both of them here. All close to breaking. Double face should do it. 16 health left. Gotta be cool, calm, and collected, and there it is. Finalized with 1 last bullet, and 8. The bread and butter of it. It's how much space you can take just off the rip. It's explosive all the way through. Nade is great, actually. Right into the feet of them, onto the ropes. Keznit can't even get out of there. No chance in hell. Lovely from Asuna to claim that.
It's exactly the same pistol attempt from both teams. And 100 Thieves, they wall off mid, so there's no chance of being pushed from there, and then naded into vent.
Doubled up, grouped up. Spike in the hands of Klaus. Might be trying to make something work there. A bit of a contact push.
Healing over here.
A lot of these angles are being watched for, though, and his position's going to be noted. Space given up towards mid. There could be a potential of a bit of a pivot, but no, as the spikes go down, NagZ, how do you win that one?
The timing's so off there from Derrek, trying to help back.
Flash around the side, duck, bang, trying to be that savior. Top of heaven.
One enemy remaining.
Tap, tap. Patience is
Spike
key.
down A.
Kills claim, so Melser, last player standing out in the open. Cryo wants to take the fight, and there it is. Won it out. And a pistol round, finally, Josh, over the course of this series. The 100 Thieves.
Because though,
30
Klaus
seconds
using
left.
these in the bonus round should end up getting broken early, but they're swinging in front of them.
Early fight, updraft dash over the top. That's going to be dodging some of the trips, but guess what? You can't dodge all of them. Cage is giving a lot of covering fire here, but with Stella falling, it needs to be more, and there it is from the sidelines with only 11 seconds. Plan has to go down. Showstopper's given the easiest target in the world. And that is 100 Thieves.
Mid information.
Asuna's going to nade off of this, most likely. Might be the goal. Oh.
Hello.
None the wiser. Dash is there. There's a pull on top of it. Yeah, just swings with a weapon.
And this is more what you're expecting from a team like 100 Thieves. This feels like the ideas and the plays that they had last year,
Blocking vision.
where everybody knows what the game plan is, and there's a set idea of who's supposed to play off what piece of utility.
Yeah.
And even though 100 Thieves aren't necessarily being aggressive, they are actually controlling
30
the
seconds
tempo
left.
because everywhere KRÜ goes, they're running into some kind of trap or some kind of synchronized play. That is a very nice round by 100 Thieves. That means slow nade combos. Two players with very good firepower contesting here too. Oh, and I love this Trailblazer. It pushes people into the A ramp fight, but only 1 for 1 for 100 Thieves.
For one, keznit's so fast on the approach as well. He's able to just a couple of bullets clipping the legs there.
Instant reaction too.
Yep.
That was very much missing from the 100 Thieves attack side. Somebody to take.
Could be it. Cosmic Divide online.
Well
How's it going to be placed? Okay, splits up the site. Does not have to worry too much about the Heaven presence, but they still have two players anchoring. Melser close to the wall as well. It's all about the timing of where this gets taken, and there it is. Swinging up the tap as Derrek claims that first kill, still making a way and making a round all the way through. DaveeyS position's got to be noted, and what a swing by Bang. Hit straight off the shoulders of DaveeyS, didn't start. So down into that 4-on-4, but with the Viper's pit in their faces, they need to go fast, sliding straight in. Showstopper, close to the corner there. Asuna doesn't get anything from it. Into the corner, they know B main is compromised. Do they choose to refight this one together now? That's the question. Lot to deal with here. Melser's dealt with, no longer that B player, and the spam into the smokes, it's so potent. With the Phantoms in their hands, Stella leaping forwards. They're trading out the kills. An angle to be watched for. NagZ is outside of the pit. It's going to be falling in just a moment. The decay damage is there. Still incredibly winnable. NagZ has found the first, sticking it through! Who wins it? Derrek doesn't get off. Try. Fake towards B. Showstopper. Seekers. Flash committed into heaven, but guess what? The spike is landing all the way over towards A. That's the end goal. And they're trying to push and pull these rotations with some level of success, but still 100 Thieves, they hold their ground. Stella anchoring at the back of the site. What kill can they find? At the back of the map, one, but eventually traded. Derrek returns.
10 seconds, planting for heaven?
Plan for heaven. A swing there from Asuna could have just put a stop to this entire round. Doesn't take the fight though. What a risk. Assuming it to be held. So plan for heaven, two players still there. Pull off to the side, resetting it. Melser, last one standing. 1v3. 100 Thieves doubled up, dropping down. It's all about trying to take good fights together. No one was really there for Cryo, but okay, wins the fight. A correction, Bang was there with a re-swing to help out, even if he did fall. So it's risky, but it does allow them to get off this wall. Denying a lot of that information. Keznit all the way pushed forward. Location reveal, he is darted, but a flash to accompany it. Kill Gordon, as Asuna wants to take the fight to them. Does well to get two, but Keznit still with the knives, now refreshed.
One of the major differences in terms of this map for 100 Thieves on the defense is how unless they do something crazy here and put a ton of pressure
30
onto
seconds
Cryo,
left.
They might just end up walking into him unless they're passing through B heaven.
Just making sure that the angles are watched for. And look at
What's
Ryan, he's
going on
so
here?
uncertain.
Whoa!
He doesn't know where they are. Handed over a rifle.
Whoa, the timing is crazy though. Melser was in astral form.
And anything could have happened. Still with keznit low.
Plant the spike.
Not out of the woods just yet. Here we see it.
10
Spike getting
seconds left.
planted. No one on the side, so there's going to be that freebie, and they've handed over two of the rifles with the knives. KRÜ are set up here.
100
You
Thieves
are divided.
retakes have been very good, but they're usually in position a lot earlier than this. At this point, with 100 Thieves coming close, they could be anywhere. KRÜ could be pushing CT, they could be in B heaven mail, anywhere.
Smoke to push forwards. Bang!
Last
2
player
kills.
standing.
1 player left standing, but it's NagZ, and he just doesn't guess where the positioning is.
3 players hard anchoring B and 2 players hard anchoring A.
30 seconds left.
The time, though, could be an issue for KRÜ, but as we can see, this is about to get really difficult for Cryo and Derrek.
The responsibility is on those 2 players, anchoring at the back of the side. The dog, that's a stun. Need to clear most of it. Cosmic Divider, that's a try and peel. That's bang, he set that one. Oh, kill! Right through the wall, keznit claiming 2 still. Time running low.
No
Saves the
amazing
plant around the corner.
No amazing post-plant positions from KRÜ here. Everyone is very grouped up.
Backed up onto the side, and how do they want to try and take this one? Orb, in the face of bang.
If Asuna gets 1 kill, he has his Raze ult online.
But a setup here, off to the side. Or is it a trade? Asuna still a bit of spam into that smoke at the side of the map. Fight taken, Stella doesn't win it. It's down to Asuna. And an offset of the movement there, NagZ will find his cam. Right above them, can they try and break this one with the setup? Looks unlikely, they don't want to face this one in a refight by 100 Thieves. It's caused. Free fire onto the corner, backing away. Enough damage there. And well, Klaus is just healing onto the side. Flash into the corner, reflash doesn't tag anything, 49 health. Shut down.
And this is chaos. There's 30 seconds left in the round. The KRÜ players are all over the
30
place. The
seconds
spike
left.
is in market. And how do they even get into a position to win?
Time is becoming a significant element here. keznit with 1, and he has just been so chaotic. Still alive, but eventually dealt with. Running is honestly getting away with murder there into the spawn. Res online though, and a plant was opened up, the B
10
site
seconds.
completely. Melser
Planted.
placed it down in a 1v3. Assuming no slip-ups now, 100 Thieves should be the slam dunk for them. They should be able to get this to that point. Spots the position, trade online, double-faced for 100 Thieves, and just like that, that 12th round. Too much.
I really like Cryo's wall in B main. It stops any chance of a re-hit.
Trip broken. It's a fast play. Onto the side, dash active now. Stella holding the heaven position. He only gets the 1. keznit
Spike down
didn't drop
A.
down. Spike's been dropped. Know exactly where the position is. Still a minute on the clock, but the site's going to be opened up for them with the Viper's pit down. Now looking more than doable. keznit, aggression. Wants to take the fight to them on ramp with the knives in his hand. Not lacking any confidence at all.
keznit's a big weakness
Doesn't know the meaning
here.
of the word, but he
You are
overheats, and
divided.
Derrek rips his head clean off. Cosmic Divide though online. That's going to split this one up and make it just that much harder for 100 Thieves, but they'd love to close this one out. They'd love to try and bring it to 3. Final play left standing, NagZ. Seen it before, can he do it again? Not quite. A collected 100 Thieves in the final moments, but they do just about drag it to that map number 3. Of a pound as well, the entirety of their team stun off to the side. To disengage this ever so slightly. There's no threat of a push that's coming through. Nade over the top as well as that, a flash as well. It's not going to be broken in time, and this deep aggressive push is just being dismantled. Great answer by KRÜ.
That is a crazy good nade to me. They know that there's still a killjoy. Surely they were set up on the other side.
Well, the players are weak enough, Josh, that it's going to be hard, I think, even still with that
30
massive
seconds
player
left.
advantage. Pushing through, bang with 2, and guess what? Weak enough at the end of the day
Spike
with the
down
1-2
B.
punch. Good swing timing.
Placing sentry.
Left up to NagZ.
have retrieved
Broken.
the spike.
Picks up the spike, but time is against him. 13 seconds with the tap of it. No easy shot found.
10 seconds left.
Oh my goodness! Lovely attempt by NagZ, but eventually
Propel their defensive side to a reasonable level of success. Bang just decides to swing that
okay.
one.
Early fight taken. No time wasted again. Except the Nano Swarm going to be stopping him, slowing him down. This time, NagZ's position is a little bit safer. Off to the corner, he doesn't take the rope. He hears all those players pushing him, yet takes the fight anyway.
Don't understand it, but it's more defensive aggression that works out beautifully for 100 Thieves. They've got themselves into a 4v4. They know that KRÜ have taken this area. Very obvious where they're going to be at. But that doesn't mean that you can necessarily beat them. I love this reflank by Melser, by the way. He's in the tunnel, coming up around and behind the 100 Thieves squad.
The attempt is there, fight to be taken towards it, and guess what? Oh my goodness, Asuna. Caught lacking. It
was like a horror movie.
It really was. Return, there was nothing.
Balls, but they still read that it's a B hit coming through. Can they get here in time?
Didn't tag anything, and still the Nano Swarm setup was there. Activated in time, it slowed it down with 30 seconds. Dash forwards, there's a flash on top of it! But right into the crossfire once more. Stella, not wasting any time. He's already working around Asuna. He's still alive, though.
1v2.
Could come down to that position, but I love this reposition by Melser. He's taken up control of Arcade, close to DaveeyS. There's too much to clear. How does it get done? And it's a off angle. Slide off angle. Bingo. Initial shot being missed there, but Melser, he salvages into sand. Possibly off the door, just openings, hoping that they can catch a player, but it does relieve that stress. Also Seekers right behind them. Even the Rolling Thunder, every ult's being committed here, including their own Brim ult. It's an orbital strike as well to push back aggression on aggression. No casualties on either side apart from the initial fight being taken, but they're together. Asuna want to take the fight. Off to the side, 3 in the round.
What makes it feel like there's that aggression in halls? So Asuna's faking like he's taken tons of room and might be pushing into spawn. It's only him there.
That's that prior conditioning.
And there's the value. They're forced to go towards a different area of the map. They don't expect the jet to be there, and Cryo finds a pick.
Flash to accompany that kill onto Melser. Playing off the util nicely.
And Cryo on defense. I mean, it was night and day, the difference between them. Here, map 3, that's the 3rd round in a row where Cryo's gotten the first kill. And
the resources to try and get onto the site with the alarm bot triggered. Isn't a good time for the Nano Swarmers, but the spike is going to start to get planted here. But all this space once more taken. Just 8 up here. Asuna moving forwards. That's just a bit of spamming. I mean, where are these kills coming from? Seemingly nowhere. Derrek collecting on to 2, but it's a 2v4. Spike is down. A lot could happen, but that one bang is managing all the angles. Aftershock into the corner. Melser, nowhere to run, nowhere to hide. Push back. And a very nice retake. Split up the site. Because it is separated, rocket to the side, but Cryo's got the dash, disengages, doesn't get anything. In fact, the shot did land.
Yeah, it was a leg shot.
Yeah, even out on the wall bang, but Keznit dropped down to 5 health. And oh! Okay. Cryo has had enough of the doubters, had enough of the haters. This guy's looking unleashed right now. Molly at his feet, Aftershock on top of it, calling enough plant position, but DaveeyS cannot withstand it. But this flank attempt by NagZ, look at bang. He's there to respond, seals up any gaps in the play, a wider swing, but it's perfectly timed for the canteen push. Watch for on the angle, and a shot managed and hit still. Cade, it's got to be that extra element, but time is running low, and all that util has stopped them from scaling through into that main angle. They know it's been compromised. Bang is wondering where these players could be. Hopped up onto DaveeyS. Angles there, and yeah, well, okay. Was watched forward, didn't assume it was going to be swung from that angle. KRÜ barreling the way through. This time, it's brute force. At least that's what it feels like.
It was a great trade by Melser, though. Fantastic play from him again. And the stun is good.
Yep, with a jump peak spotted out.
Player standing.
Left up to Cryo, operator in the retake. Not the most applicable tool for the job. Quick scope. Smoke down at his feet. Doesn't opt to pick up a rifle.
And the Seas tells him that he's gotten ahead of where they think he is.
Clearing carefully. Opportunities here for another kill. Creeping forward, Shorty out. He knows there's another one. Can't claim it. With the Killjoy.
There's only the Killjoy on site.
They haven't broken it.
NagZ might easily die here to Cryo, though, unless he's very late. What a jiggle.
Knives out. Does he want to try and take the fight to him? Realizes he's being squeezed before players dropping down, and Asuna is here. Try and relieve some of that pressure. Spraying through. Shot lands. Dash to the side. Does not matter. A smidge. It's Cryo. Making sure he can collect up all the remnants, any sort of players that were standing there. And NagZ with 15 seconds left. Stunned up. Spike out in the open. No man's land.
10 seconds left.
The only choice here to try and run. The timing gets missed, but it matters not. Look at that. Cryo is looking like positioning here, and it does remove that one avenue to play the postman from. Everybody grouped up now towards, but there is a reflanking tunnel. That's Derrek later. He's going to be the the backstab, extra element maybe to try and salvage this round if it does get messy, if it does get hairy, and it might just do that. 1-for-1 now. In terms of the kills, with Melser falling, Util now starting to tap onto the spike. Klaus is sticking this one. There needs to be a kill. He's got half already, and this is dangerous. Still lining up Asuna. The smoke dissipates, and they do shut it down. Got to be trying to threaten multiple angles when you are trying to play that retake. Oh, that utility though. Oh my goodness. Yeah, that's a kill found. And with the rifle, keznit be trying to get back to that previous form that he showcased in map number 1.
Here.
And he has the ult online too, Showstopper.
Left.
Devastating if 100 Thieves tried to go for the plant again. But the stun, the nade, all comboed up. The spam as well.
This is quite precarious because you're down to 15 seconds left.
Blinded.
What's the call to be made? I'm gonna try and go for the win. Stun to cross through, but the spike has to be planted. Fight not won. Nade as well, re-earned from that prior kill. Spray through into Jenny. Not winnable now for Derrek. Just trying to do as much damage as possible, but he's spotted with the cam. Spammed out. And 4 for keznit. What a round to come online. I believe that Molly was probably going to be landing on the backside of tower, but as soon as that pressure was applied, it's a fight. 1 out, 100 Thieves, the victors. Player advantage found for them. Keeping a discipline.
Control very little of the map. They've got Cypher utility over towards A. So I kind of like the reposition from NagZ if it was going to go that way, but it just isn't. This is a massive fight at our
gun barrel sticking out, and Stella's not watching for it. Yeah, this was a big risk taken by KRÜ. Oh my! What a strike! Close to the corner. That is quite perfect. Couldn't tuck himself close to the corner. He was taking even more damage. Stun now. Gotta know that DaveeyS is around this area. Surely flash, re-peek, jump spot as well. Doesn't see him, but he is dealt with, and NagZ. Final line of defense, not for much longer. Going to be forced to play that retake. Lone player standing, but guess what? Bang, ready to respond.
In performance on split. Looking to win this out. keznit with so much aggression.
And this is risky. He's forced to make the plays. Flash to accompany 2 players, 4 KRÜ are left scrambling. What answers can they find? Seems like little. Was a return of fire. The money's not good. I mean, look at what NagZ is working with. Trailblazer, that's a stun. It's caught him. Flash as well, has to turn it. 1 player left standing, and it's NagZ.
You should run.
It's all but over. The lockdown, pushing them back. NagZ, what can you even do here? A wide swing from confidence. That's Stella to close. And 100 Thieves in a dominant fashion for map number 3. A well-earned series.